I'm going to show you real quick how to set up a custom MCP with Notion, and more specifically, how to configure the PickFu MCP in Notion. So here's a Notion app. I think you have to be on the business plan or higher to enable this, but basically Notion has these things called custom agents, and they're little agents that sit in your Notion workspace, and they let you interact with the different personas. For example, they have all these pre-built ones. OKR coach. I have one that does like a morning brief. So basically you're going to look for your sidebar. You're going to go to agents. This is where this is. This is all the public agents. But you can go to the agents section on the sidebar, click on new agent, and you can just do a create blank, actually. So what we're going to do here is, I'm just going to call this Dexter. You can basically customize this to the behavior that you want, but I just want to show you real quickly how to do the custom connectors, because this is a really powerful way to connect to other tools outside of Notion. So you're going to go right here, which is add connection, and you're going to click on add custom MCP, and that's what we're looking for. So in PickFu's case, you're going to do PickFu, mcp.pickfu.com/mcp. We're going to call it PickFu, and it is OAuth, and that's it. So we're going to hit connect. So what that did was it took me back over to my browser where I connected it to my PickFu account that I'm signed into, and now you can see that all these tools that PickFu has are now loaded in here. So we're just going to save it. And of course, you could customize this however you want. You can give it more of a persona and how you want it to talk or what you want it to do every day. But I'm going to see if it works. Can you grab my last 5 PickFu surveys? So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to show you a little bit about the permissions here. So different MCPs have different kinds of tools that you can do with those services. And so you can see here that there's a bunch of tools that are read only. So they're not making any changes to your account. They're searching for things, grabbing information, that kind of stuff. Generally pretty safe to allow it to run automatically all the time. If it's writing things, so maybe updating documents or updating surveys or spending your money or your credits, generally safer to always ask. If you know that you always want it to do stuff, you can change this to run automatically all the time. But I think most services would recommend to ask just to be safe. And the reason why it pops open this test chat here next to these settings is because as you're making your agents, you may want to keep testing the behavior here and then modifying the configuration here. So, that might include instructions here, or maybe you find that it performs better with Sonnet 4.6 rather than auto, since you don't know what it's going to choose when it does auto. Let's see if it's working. Oh, I actually had some nice instructions here, so maybe I'll copy these over too. Let me just see if I copy that over. But basically, it is able to summarize all the stuff I can do here now. So I can say, get me the last 10 finished surveys. All right, so it's working. So let me expand this a little so you can see it. Yeah, so you can see all the different surveys that we ran here. I could say, okay, it's a little snappier now. So now it's getting the survey responses, analyzing all the different ranked votes. Cool. Let's see how I can organize it. Let's add some tags to the survey so I can find it easier in the future. So one of the great uses of the MCP server is organizing your surveys with tags and project. So now it's coming up with some tags that might be useful. Yeah, UX research sounds good. Sure, color preference, help docs. Since it's doing an update to the survey by adding tags, it is asking me each time it does that. So if you're doing a lot of stuff like adding a lot of tags to a lot of surveys and you find it too annoying that it's asking you every single time, go back into the configuration over here, change it to run automatically, and it'll just do it instead of asking you. Cool. So that's kind of the PickFu custom connector inside Notion custom agents in a nutshell. I'll try to do more content like this in the future.